Hi guys, today I'm just going to be showing you how I clean out a CNC cage with Fleece. First, I'm just going to be taking out all of their items, such as their igloo, their tunnels, and all of their toys. I'm just going to take them out one by one and make sure there's no poop lodged in any of them. And I'm just going to dump the poop into the cage because I'll be sweeping that up later. So I'm just going to make sure I have everything and kind of bang some things around and make sure there isn't any poop in. Yes, there's flying poop all over. So I'm just taking out their cuddle cup I made, just making sure there's nothing in that as well. Now here I'm taking out all of their food bowls and putting them aside to be dumped, washed, and have some new pellets put in. I give my girls about 1/4 a cup every night for both of them, so I kind of separate it in between the two bowls for them. So you guys can't really see right now, but I'm taking out all of their water bottles, their hay racks. They have 2 hay racks and 1 water bottle upstairs. I already took out their first water bottle before the video was being made. So you guys can't see this at all, but I'm just taking out everything up that's in the loft. And there's a lot of gingering going on. That's mainly me just getting out all of the hay from the loft and dumping that into the hay bin. So I know it's kind of boring right now because you can't really see. For that tube, I actually have rocks and a towel in it. It's so the girls can't push it over as easily. And it's also to be supporting the ramp because right now for my ramp, it's kind of broken, but it's stable if I put that underneath it. So I plan on using my 10mm to chloroplast to be making another ramp. So here you just see me sweeping out everything with my little dustbin. I kind of like the smaller dustpan just because I really like the sweeper for it a lot. I don't know why I just don't use the larger dustpan with the smaller brush, but I don't. So I'm just trying to smooth out all my fleece right now and kind of sweep it all into the dustpan. It doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to be shaking it out later, but I just don't want a ton of little pieces of poop there when I am shaking it out later outside. So I'm still doing that. It doesn't really take me that long, but this is also how I spot clean my CNC cage daily. I take everything out and I continue sweeping. So here I am just dumping out the poop because it already filled up the smaller dustbin. It's been a little over 24 hours since I last spot cleaned it because I was sleeping. So that's just what I'm doing here. That's why you can't see me. They do have their own garbage bin that's shut. It has a lid on it. I highly recommend those just because I feel like it cancels out a lot of smell, having a lot of poop and stuff like that in it. And I clean it out whenever it gets full, really, which can be once or twice a week. And I got my garbage can at Big Lots for $14. So I'm just sweeping it out still. I know it's kind of boring right now, guys, but I'm just sweeping it out, so it's not really entertaining. So if you guys want to fast forward a little bit, feel free. I would actually recommend that. So make sure you get in all the nooks and crevices of your cage. It really doesn't need to be perfect. I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist with it. So don't worry too much, but I'm just trying to get it all out right now. And I'm still going. So I think I'm almost done now, so I'm going to be throwing out this last dustpan in a minute, and then I'll show you the next step for how to continue on cleaning your CNC cage. So the spot cleaning obviously doesn't take very long. It's about 2 minutes every day, and then I put all the toys back in. But this is a thorough cage cleaning, and I'll be doing a few more steps. So yeah, I am stepping into the cage, and you can see my beautiful fuzzy socks on. You guys can't really see what I'm doing right now, but when I first put the camera up you could, but I think it moved. So what I'm currently doing is I took all of the things out of it, and I'm just trying to hold the corners down and sweep out the loft, which is harder to do because the corners aren't as stable as the bottom ones, if that makes sense. It's a little more wrinkly up there because of the opening in the loft. It's not a perfect square. So it might take me a little bit longer up here. There is also a lot of sawdust type shavings up there from the hay bin area and stuff like that. So as many of you have known, I've never really done a voiceover before, so I hope this works out and I'm not just talking to myself for 15 minutes for nothing. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope it works out. And if you guys do enjoy it, please comment or like below. I'd really like to hear your input. So feel free to tell me what you think. Now I'm just taking out all of the clips that were holding it in, and I'm rolling up the fleece. I just find it's easier for me to get to the loft if I'm standing in the cage, despite the fact that it's still pretty dirty. So now I'm just taking out the entire loft. The ramp got caught. So I just take out the entire loft. I feel it's much easier to move, do the base with the ramp out of the way. So I missed a spot, so I was just kind of going back and getting that. So now I'm taking off the 8 million clips that I have to keep the girls from fleece burrowing and to keep the fleece up. Mara had actually gotten under the fleece, so I did add a second clip. So I'm just taking off all of these clips. I got my clips at Staples. I think they're the medium size. I find them really, really useful. I plan on actually buying a few more because I do have enough now, but I would kind of like to have some more just because I do use them for hay bags and food bags, and I use them for basically everything. I really love these clips. Some people call them bulldog clips. I call them binder clips. That's just what I learned to call them. So I'm just finishing up taking all those out, and I have a lot of them. So I'm just showing you my tons of binder clips. So now I'm just going to fold up all the fleece so that the hay and stuff doesn't get everywhere. And I'm going to put it aside on my floor in that little bundle. Be careful to remember to not reopen it. So now you can see all of the spots that they like to pee. They did get under there, so I'm just sweeping up some poop that they had pooped under the fleece, and Mara did get under it a while back. So I'm being very careful with this part because they peed all over these towels. Sorry. And it's kind of gross. So if you want to use gloves, feel free. I don't. I just wash my hands a lot after. So yes, the base of my cage is very dirty from when they're on bedding. That's another reason I really like the fleece, because when I do switch to Coroplast, I won't feel the need to replace it often because it won't get dirty because of using fleece. Sorry, I'm kind of getting over a cold right now. So sorry if I kind of sound a bit like a frog. Now I'm just putting towels down. They obviously don't cover the whole cage, so I'll be using 2. So I'm just kind of not organizing it, but smoothing it out. And now I'm getting my other towel, and I'm going to be putting it down. And slowly smoothing that one out as well. Making sure I get it into all of the corners. So I'm still smoothing it out. Pretty boring. Now I'm going to be getting the fleece, and I actually had grabbed the wrong piece of fleece. I grabbed the piece of fleece that I was supposed to cut up for the loft, so I was kind of having some trouble with it, on getting it to fit properly. So after this video I finally got it to fit properly, and I realized I had the wrong piece, and so I ended up having to redo it. So now the pieces are noticeably different size because I did cut the piece for the loft, so you'll kind of see me taking it out and in and it being like, this isn't right. So I'm just cutting it over all of the sides. Yeah. So I'm putting it over all the sides, tucking it in to behind the grids and the cardboard. I'm just kind of fitting it in. The funny thing is I know it was all for naught because I did get the wrong piece of coroplast, or not coroplast, fleece. So, though it did work perfectly fine once I grabbed the correct piece. So here I am taking it out, thinking I got it in the wrong way, but I didn't. So this is just me messing around, trying to figure it out, but it didn't really work out with this piece of fleece because it was supposed to be for the loft. I just haven't cut it yet, but I forgot, so I'm still messing with it. So that's basically it for the rest of this video. I'm almost done. I'm still trying to tuck it in to all the corners, which I know is really boring, so hopefully you guys don't find this video